of Inappropriate Movie Database, the comedy game show about content warnings. I'm not your host, Nick Martucci. Usually I am, not tonight, but I am going to open this up top because it is still kind of my show. More on that later. If this is your first time watching, I'm so happy you clicked whatever link led you here. You should subscribe to this channel. There's like almost 70 episodes of this ridiculous show, and I don't know why I keep doing it. And some of them are pretty good, so you should go and watch some of those. We got a bunch of people on the show tonight who
is gonna be great, Jenny.
are on a bunch of the shows, and you know how streams work and Zoom works over the last couple of years, where if everybody's talking, you can hear everybody. That's happening right now while I try to intro the show. If you're watching for the first time and you like what you're seeing, please go ahead and join the Facebook group. Click the link in the description, or just search Inappropriate Movie Database. We got 3 shows left this month, but that means that I'm going to start booking for March very soon. So bunch of new themes, bunch of new shows. We do this show Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. And I'm going to want more people on this show. So if you're watching and this looks fun to you, please reach out to me and look out for that announcement coming up the next week. I'm so excited for this show. This is the second time in a week I've gotten to relinquish control of my show and get to sit and play it. And we got a real fun host. He's hosted the show before. He usually hosts with video games, and I do very poorly on those shows. I'm excited to try it tonight. Also, some of my favorites I'm up against. Let me bring them all in. Joining me tonight on the show are Doug Fitzgerald, Josh Pick, Jenny Isme, and your host of the night, Josh Poirier.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? So yeah, we're doing 70s and 80s sci-fi tonight, which should be awesome. I picked out a bunch of 70s and 80s sci-fi that I've loved. I remember 70s, 80s sci-fi has a certain thing in my heart, has a certain place in my heart, because it's where I first get to, I'd walk down with the VHS tape because I'm old, and I'd hide it from my parents. It would be like the first R-rated movie they let me see, because they didn't realize that the R-rated sci-fi movies were full of titties. and as a 12-year-old kid, those are the best things in the world for me. So it was the hidden playboys and the sci-fi movies of the 80s, and also it's got a certain feel to it. I can't explain it. It's got a certain kind of weird metal feel to it. Like when you hear that music, that what's the instrument I'm talking about? The one that makes some weird noise.
Sounds like a Frank Frazetta painting.
Yeah, it sounds like a Frank Frazetta painting. That's what it does. It feels like that. It sounds like that, and I love that. I love that so much. So
is that what that's called?
A guitar.
Theremin, yes, theremin.
Yes.
But it's got that feel to it. It's just like this really kind of funky feel that I get when I watch a 70s or 80s sci-fi movie. It's cool. So let me shall I introduce everybody? Doug, Nick, what you got to say? Anything?
No, I am happy to be sitting on this side and watch you run this show. Right. That background I love. Are there answers behind there? Can I ask?
Let me see.
Can I cheat?
There may be. There might be.
All right, fun. I'm gonna.
But then again, there might be answers in Doug's background. Hey, Doug, how's it going?
My background is actually the Rosetta Stone, so have fun.
So, you got anything to say about 70s and 80s sci-fi, Doug?
I'm very excited for this because what I didn't watch as it came out in the movie theater, I probably saw lampooned on MS23K when it originally aired. So this is going to be beautiful. Sweet. I hope one of the answers happens to be Meadows Hands of Fate.
That would be 60s, I think.
Ooh, you're right. You're right. Good.
Oh, you're already wrong, Doug.
Already wrong. I'm starting off in the negative.
Doug's got a -1.
Lloyd, I'm coming for you.
Pick. What about you?
What?
You got anything to say about 70s, 80s sci-fi?
I'm sorry.
All right. Jenny, how's it
I'm
going?
just gonna get it out of the way now.
Hey,
How's it going?
good. It's good. I'm stoked because I am so much younger than at least most of you fucks. I probably saw these movies as an adult. So I'm going to say that's a distinct advantage.
It probably is. It
What's
probably
up?
is.
Let's do this.
All right, I'm gonna.
I do have a question. I have a question though. I wonder this every time there's a guest host. How come Nick still gets the host background? I feel like you guys swap. That seems unfair.
Because my
Nick gets the
background
title.
my background kicks ass and his doesn't.
Yeah,
That's
none of the hosts
detrimental.
want this background.
True.
I mean, we barely want to host the show. So Nick, since it's your show originally, I'm gonna go with you first. Basically, should I explain the show first?
Yeah,
Have
if you
we
want to
explained the
do
show?
a quick rundown.
All right,
you-
so what
you
we
know how
do
this
is,
shit works.
yeah, I've been on it enough. So what it is basically went to Internet Movie Database, and there's a parent's guide there, and these people are insane. They're absolutely insane. What they do is they basically break it down to profanity, violence, and gore, fighting and intense, sex and nudity, and alcohol, drugs, and smoking. And they basically just kind of rate that for what they think you should be warned as a parent about these movies. So basically what I got 5 clues for each one of these movies. 5 points to be in the highest point value. You lose a point if you guess wrong. Buzz in, raise your hand when you're ready to buzz in. Basically, since some of these movies are a little easy to place based on the year, I'm actually going to do late, mid, and early.
Every time you're on, you find a new way to screw with this show, and I love
Well,
it.
no, yeah, late, mid, and early. So Nick, I'm
All
going to
right.
go with you first. I'm going to give you a choice.
Uh-huh.
You want late 70s or mid 70s?
Whoa.
I
Let's go
don't.
late
I
70s.
I'd
Late
like
70s.
to just go on the record as I'm protesting this, Josh.
He's already unhinged.
my autism about this is directly based on the years movies came out.
Yeah.
What's up?
Can I ask when you
You're
say
taking the
mid-
sword from my hand.
when you say mid to late, is there an age range in there, or
Yeah, there is,
this just whatever you feel?
No, there is. It's basically early is 80 through 80. Early would be 0 to 3.
Uh-huh.
Mid would be 4 to 6. Late
Okay.
would be 7 to.
All right. Then I'm gonna stick
All right.
with late 70s.
Okay. For late 70s, 5 points. One use of hell and damn.
I'll guess. Why not? Who cares?
Nick, what is it?
None of this matters anyway, right? We're just making it up as we go along. Is it Star Wars?
Jesus Christ!
For 5 points, pick Get Star Wars.
Ah.
Oh
All
no,
right,
this
well-
is gonna be messy.
Well, I'm gonna protest.
A New Hope. I mean, A New
Star
Hope.
Wars. Star Wars isn't sci-fi. It's space fantasy.
It's sci-fi.
No, there's no science in it. It's all magic. It's a fairy
Nick,
tale.
there's no rules. Just say
Just
whatever
right.
comes to your
Oh.
mind right away.
This is
and
this
good
is an
things, I
Outback
guess, happen.
Steakhouse of game shows.
Yeah.
Nick, you never see me giving you shit on when you host.
Oh yeah, no, definitely not.
So Nick,
Man.
I told you I had a surprise for you, right?
Yeah, that you screwed up 2 things so far in my show.
Okay, I've screwed up
What's
2
the other
things.
surprise?
Let me go through the other clues. For 4 points, violence and gore, there are numerous scenes of gunplay, all of which leave no visible wounds.
Uh-huh.
3
Don't want
points.
to change my guess.
Is this a New Hope?
Yes, it is. 3 points. Sex and nudity. There's an implied relationship between 2 characters, which would come to a head later in a later film.
R2D2 and C3PO.
Violence and gore for 2 points. A character hits his head hard on a closing door. Although this is a mistake, it does look like it really hurts, and the actor and character and there's no immediate medical help given. The lack of compassion over a possible concussion is stunning and blazing violence.
This movie had a CTE in it? Oh my God.
And that's your gift, Nick. That's your surprise, Nick. You know why?
Why?
You've always said you wanted to meet someone who wrote one of those things. You just have.
I don't like that. That sounds like double cheating.
Wait,
No,
that's
I wrote it and it got accepted.
Oh my God!
wow. What?
It's
So
actually
what
on
is the
the IMDb
vetting
site.
process here?
Apparently
What
none.
do they? How did they scream, you people? Now that you're here, we can say that, you people.
They looked up his beard
Josh
length and
left.
went, okay.
He's
Oh, I'm still
protesting.
here. I just don't know exactly, Jenny. In protest, I'm turning the video off. I don't know.
I thought you were
I don't know.
cosplaying John Carpenter's The Thing. I was really excited about your visuals.
Hell,
Oh,
damn, gunshots nobody hit.
yeah.
Somebody hits their head on something.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
so
I
is
feel
there
like
a
we're
hell
describing
in the Star Wars
anything on
universe?
Fox After
There is.
Dark.
There
Well,
is.
I
They
don't
say
have
hell?
a problem with this one. I got it.
Wait, I'm digging into the philosophical questions now. They
Yeah.
say hell in Star Wars, so is there
Yep.
a hell on Tatooine? Do Jedi go to hell?
They
Yeah,
do.
it's called the Sarlacc pit.
I feel confident answering this one.
Go for it.
So most Jedi's they're Jewish. We're Jewish people, and then there's no hell. We don't have a hell. There's Gehenna, but it's not really the same thing. So no, there's no hell in the Star Wars. I mean, like, oh, if you're a Jedi,
But they
there's
said
no
it, then what
hell,
did they
but-
say it?
But if you're a space Christian, then yeah, there's hell.
Listen, I'm just saying, George Lucas obviously conceived the entire franchise as a whole in a single brilliant instant. That's his creation myth, and he's sticking the fuck with it. So
Yes, Doug.
obviously,
Yes, I'm going to try decorum for a change. Did we guess the movie?
Yeah, picked it.
yeah, it's Star Wars.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
Star
okay,
Wars.
okay,
Sorry,
okay.
the Star
It's
Wars.
still Star Wars. We're still on the first one.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Because
'Cause I
Josh
lost
had to
control of the
tell
show.
us that he wrote a question for this.
Yeah.
Well,
Something I would never do, but if Josh wants to do it for his game, he can do it.
But I mean, Josh dunked it
is-
from downtown for 5.
Kid-
We've got at least
kid,
4
that's
minutes
true.
of banter left.
Can we start calling him Bad Josh?
No,
So
that's
this is
you.
easier for me.
Jawa Josh.
I wanted to do something different. I wanted to, and the thing was, when you look at the Star Wars clues, there was nothing there.
I disagree. I've used Star Wars in this show twice.
Yeah, but that's the thing is you've used it twice, so I had to come up with something different.
Hmm.
And I figured being the first person to insanely write one of these things, being the
Host
first person
Josh
to
and
insanely
Jawa
write,
Josh.
insanely write one of these things, and it actually get accepted by IMDb.
That's- you have an IMDb credit. Congratulations.
And for 1 point, since I got to take control of this now, violence and gore. A character allows himself to be killed, and their body disappears with just a cloak and weapon on the ground. All right.
Wait, there were 6 clues?
5 clues.
What's happening? Am I having a stroke?
Josh is derailing this stuff.
This is
whole
Which
show.
is this
Josh are you
Eureka?
talking
Are you
about?
a dream terrorist?
It's a choose
is-
your
are
own
you in my
adventure,
mind?
Josh.
I don't know which one that is either.
You can
Well,
go
I think
ahead and go to
everything's
the
fine.
second
I got
movie.
5
Yeah,
points.
I'm going to. So second,
We're like
second,
15 minutes in. Second movie.
second movie. I'm never hosting again. Let's go to Doug. Doug,
Yes.
would you like mid 70s or early 70s?
Just give him one option.
Which one?
Mid 70s.
Mid 70s. All right. Mid 70s for sex and nudity for 5 points. Several men and women are getting a massage in the nude. Male's buttocks and female breasts, buttocks and pubic hairs are visible.
Male's buttocks. That's
What was the time range again?
77 through 79.
Okay. Yeah,
There's both
my
male
hand's
and-
up. I just don't know where the button is. There it is.
All right. Jenny
Alien.
and Nick.
Logan's Run.
It is not Logan's Run and it is not Alien.
Logan's Run.
Unfortunately.
Actually, yeah, it was in the 70s, I think. Okay.
All right, for 4 points in sex and nudity. In one scene, a woman's breasts are briefly seen while kissing a man. Later in another sequence, she removes her top, exposing her breasts, and lies on a bed completely naked, and her buttocks are visible for a while.
That sounds like an after-school special I saw on NBC.
Fast Times at Space Ridgemont High.
Oh, when
Anybody?
yeah, when Phoebe Cates took off her space helmet was amazing.
For 3 points, violence
Not in
and
the
gore.
space pool.
People are killed in explosions, but they are not very graphic.
The people or the explosions?
For 2 points. People are hit by cars throughout the movie. Sometimes it isn't very graphic, but other times it's highly gory, showing bloody impalings, splattered bodies, and crushed heads.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Nick, Josh,
Nope.
No.
Jenny,
Escape from New York.
Doug.
Death Race.
Right?
It is.
Sorry.
It is not Escape from New York, and it's not Death Race.
Death Race Sci-Fi?
Okay. All right. And now I know what it is.
So for 1 point, violence and gore. At Mercy Hospital, a group of old people on the road and on their beds or wheelchairs, probably left on the road to get rammed. However, the driver, who is Frankenstein, who have a heart for the elderly, runs over all the female nurses on the sidewalk. Off screen, but we were able to see the nurses fly around and scream while a doctor and 2 nurses on the second floor glare at the scene. Whatever the fuck that means.
I know exactly what it says.
Oh, my hand's super not up. That's a lie. My hand's not up. I just don't know where the buttons are.
Nick.
Fuck.
I don't know if I'm gonna steal from Doug here, but is this Death Race 2000?
Doug.
Yes, it's Death Race 2000 because I
It
remember
is
that
Death
scene
Race
explicitly.
2000.
Oh, sure, I remember that was the name of that movie.
Like my
I
lip
would've-
at the end.
Yeah.
One of the David Carradine is so good in that as
It
Frankenstein.
is. So is Stallone is good in that movie too.
As Drunkenstein.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
So at the end of the second round, Nick, you're at 0.
Hell yeah.
Jenny, you're at -2. Pick, you're at 5, and Doug, you're at 0.
Yes.
Hey, so
Right.
today's Facebook post pointed out to me that I'm the only person on this game who's never won it, including the host has won it more times than me. So that's cool.
I only won it last week.
So
My record is
Oh, Nick,
0-10.
Has
10
Lloyd
and
won?
none.
At least
No, Lloyd has never won.
Yeah, no.
Lloyd's never won.
Oh,
Jenny,
oh, cool. So me and the guy who doesn't say anything are on. Awesome. That's good. Mom, I'm sorry you spent so much time watching this.
Mini plug, Lloyd Legacy Sharp is on the next 3 shows. So look forward to like 3 Lloyd Legacy Sharp answers.
He saw 3 opportunities to get out of the no-win zone then.
Are you trying to pad the Vegas odds on this show? And
So-
are there Vegas odds on this show?
What do you think, Doug?
Jenny, would you like a movie from the late 70s or the early 80s?
Oh, I gotta say the early 80s.
Early 80s.
So,
Okay.
So that's 80 to 83?
Yes.
Oh.
Early 80s.
Star Wars 2.
A newer.
And under profanity for 5 points. 1 use of the word bastard.
That's
Just one.
It's a movie
Just
going
one.
for TV
Just
rating.
No.
Pick.
No. I think it has more than one bastard in it. Some other things that probably would have been
Actually, give me a second.
typed out.
I think the only movie that I really needed to watch was. Give me a second.
No, it is Star Wars 2 because they only call him a bastard after they find out
Wait,
that
you
Darth
said
Vader
those
is his dad.
I'm waiting for one.
This movie is 1980. All right,
Okay.
1980.
Okay, I guess we know that.
I was
No,
one,
'cause I-
so I should remember this.
I realized there was only one movie where it would have been a problem with the 70 given the year.
Was it Star Wars?
Yeah, it was Star Wars.
Yeah. Pick still got it on the
Pick
fifth
still got
floor.
it. Yeah. Pick. What's your guess?
Is it Enemy Mine?
It is not Enemy Mine.
Could be.
Could be, but it's not.
Ooh.
Well,
For 4 points. 4 points. And alcohol, drugs, and smoking. Various alien drinks are consumed, and there are hints that alien drugs used, but nothing seen. Although one character is rendered unconscious by a particularly strong drink. Anybody? 1980.
1980, right?
Yep.
I am.
Too early.
You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna.
Do it.
The Last Starfighter.
It is not The Last Starfighter.
Too early
Sorry.
for that.
1980.
And for 3 points in frightening and intense scenes, character runs through the swamp and falls into quicksand. He lands up to his chin. He slowly sinks in. Later, he grabs onto something. He pulls himself out of the quicksand. Jenny, pick anything.
Mm-mm.
Jenny,
Star Wars 2.
Nick,
Star Wars 2, Episode 7, The Empire Strikes Back.
Doug.
Wait, you mentioned aliens in a bar, right?
I did. Alien drinks are consumed.
Oh, Alien. No, I'm going to put my hand down.
Okay. It is not Star Wars 2. Empire
No,
Strikes
but what
Back,
about what I
Episode
said?
7.
Empire
It
Strikes
is not
Back
Star
is
Wars Episode 7,
6.
Empire Strikes Back, either.
Episode 7
One.
is Return of the Jedi. I think. I don't know.
No,
And-
7 is Force Awakens, I think.
For 2 points, sex and nudity. No
Yeah.
sex and
Must be
nudity is
watching
shown in the
Machete Order.
I don't know
Sex
how
and
numbers
nudity.
work, Nick.
No sex and nudity are shown in this movie. Well, women are seen in bikini types of dresses in space. Lots of the kissing scene between men and women, many occasion in the movie. What?
You know, I know what this is, and I can't think of it, and it really doesn't feel good.
I-
It doesn't feel good. Brother
I
Josh.
think
Okay, Jenny.
Total Recall.
Too
Doug.
early for that, right?
this wonderful little movie with downtown Julie Brown called Earth Girls Are Easy.
Nick.
Flash.
That's what I was thinking.
Flash Gordon.
It is not. Jenny, you said Total Recall. It's not Total Recall. It is not
Early
Earth Girls
for
Are
that,
Easy.
yeah.
It is Flash Gordon for 2 points for Nick.
Oh.
Wow.
Why
Yeah,
did I think
yeah.
Flash Gordon was in the late 70s?
So the final,
yeah.
the final one was frightening intense scenes. At the very end, you see a ring, and the bad guy, who we think is dead, picks up his ring, and at the end sign has a question mark and a maniacal laugh, and it just ends. This could be frightening. I'm looking at these clues now and realizing that these people don't know what the hell they're writing.
Are you realizing that now?
For the last one, I really wanted to guess Flesh Gordon, but
Yeah.
it was too
Oh my
early.
God, somebody else knows that movie. That's near and dear to my teenage heart.
Scores stand as now. Pick is at 4. Nick is at 1. Doug is at -1, and Jenny is at -3.
Damn it, Jenny.
All right, pick.
Yeah.
No, pick.
Do you want a movie
Oh.
from 1999 or
Yeah.
late 80s?
1999, please.
No, I'm not going to do it. The late 80s or
Yep.
mid 80s.
The Empire Strikes Cider House rules. You say mid or late?
Mid or late?
80s? Mid.
Mid. All right. In mid 80s for 5 points in sex and nudity. And the movie came out in 84. So, a sex and nudity. A woman is bound with only her breast and crotch covered. Not much worse than a woman wearing a bikini.
Not much worse.
Not
Can't
much.
do much worse than that.
Say found or bound?
Pound.
Found. Okay.
All right. For 4 points in violence and gore, a hysterical woman attempts to commit suicide while getting drunk. She points a handgun to her head and nearly succeeds until a waiter knocks her arms out of the way by accident, causing her to shoot the ceiling instead.
What was
No.
the first clue?
Almost there.
A woman is bound with only her breast and crotch covered.
Oh, right. Not much better than a bikini. How did I forget?
All right.
Um,
Anybody? No? 3 points. Violence and gore. There are numerous gunfights and fatalities, but no blood or gore is shown. One character is briefly but fatally choked, and one alien dies after hitting his head on a rock.
Oh.
wait, in Iraq or on Iraq?
On a rock.
Okay.
Wow, that's a
Jenny.
very political sci-fi movie.
Jenny, for 3 points.
Is it Cider House Rules?
I think you're
It is not.
wonderful.
It is not Set House Rules.
You are just such a good person, Jenny.
However, I will have you know that I have
Your
clues for Set
finger.
House Rules on this spreadsheet. For 2 points, The villain might be frightening to some children, given that he's a violent and cold-blooded alien possessing a mad scientist's body. His unkempt hair, demonic eyes, and prominent teeth give off a Mr. Hyde vibe. Nick.
The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension.
Doug.
Yeah.
That is also my guess.
I was gonna raise my hand.
You are both correct.
Guess it, and I didn't, and I feel real dumb right now.
Buckaroo Banzai, what
Buckaroo
can't you
Banzai.
do?
And for by the way, if you didn't get it at the second clue, you would have gotten it at the first one. That's not 1 point clue because it's frightening intense scenes. Buckaroo Banzai is tortured by means of electric shocks, but he escapes unscathed. Ellen Barkin's character is also bound and tortured.
The worst thing is when you said that the 2 point clue was my brain just went to John Lithgow, and the rest of my brain was like, shut up, you.
No, that's not the Trinity Killer at all. Nope.
Back to Nick. Oh, it's score update. Nick, you got 3.
Third rock from the sun.
Nick,
That guy can't stop playing
Nick, you've
aliens.
got 4. Doug, you got 1, and Jenny, -4.
Supposed to be beating Jenny right on White.
But extraordinary velocity. So, I got something going for me.
Nick.
Yes.
Would you like 1981 or 1986?
Ooh, let's go 86.
86. In Sex and Nudity, a woman wakes up from bed and is nude. Side of her breast is visible before she wears a shirt.
Sounds like every other 80s movie.
86.
Nick.
I'm going to go for it. Is this one Earth Girls Are Easy?
It is not Earth Girls Are Easy.
I'm telling you, if you haven't seen Earth Girls Are Easy, it's like Little Shop of Horrors, but not.
Earth Girls Are Easy is one of my favorite movies.
It's a delight.
It is sublime. It is Gina Davis's second best work.
After the long kiss goodnight.
After her archery.
A little movie called Stuart Little.
Written by M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, Shyamalan.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you wrote Stuart Little.
Timothy Night Chalamet.
So for 4 points in sex.
Chalamet wrote Stuart Little?
Yep.
With a peach.
And Neil LaBute wrote Peter Cottontail. That's why there's so many fucks in it.
Paycheck. All right, what's the fourth clue?
Fourth clue is sex and nudity. The main character gets on top of a woman while she's sitting in a chair and has sex with her. We only see his bare backside. Some thrusting, but nothing too graphic is shown. His bare buttocks inside of her breast are visible. Funny thing for me is this was an iconic scene for me.
1984?
86.
86, okay. Well, still
3 points. Violence and gore. A man arm wrestles another man before breaking his arm so the bone protrudes from the skin. Some blood shown.
I think me and Nick got it. And
Pick.
No. Wait.
No?
No.
Okay, Doug.
It is going to be the vehicle that launched Jeff Goldblum's career, one of them, The Fly.
Nick?
I'm going to say it's the less important of the Jeff Goldblum's Gina Davis movies mentioned in the last 2 minutes. It is The Fly.
It is The Fly.
Wait, can I guess? My hand's up still.
Yes,
The Fly's better, but...
Is it
Pick?
Escape
What's
from
your
LA?
It is not Escape from LA.
I know. No, the Gina Davis one.
Jurassic
The
Park.
Gina Davis Escape from LA.
We're running out of sci-fi with Jeff Goldblum in the 80s.
I know.
Beetlejuice.
In Violence and Gore for 2 points, a baboon's skin is turned inside out. It can be seen squirming and screeching in a pool of blood.
I can't believe I guessed Earth Girls Are Easy.
This what I love. This what I love.
It's only in the director's cut.
It's the same people.
I love this one. I absolutely love this one because it came under spoilers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sex and nudity. Flies will spend most of their lifetime mating. And for this reason, Seth starts to sleep with multiple women since he is now part fly.
Why
That's
didn't
beautiful.
I make that connection when I first saw that movie? Oh my god!
I didn't know flies were sluts.
Oh, they can't stop. They can't
All right,
stop.
score
making
check.
it.
This is actually a close game, guys. Nick, you're in first place now with 5.
I'll fix it.
Woo!
Pick and
I'll
Doug in
fix it.
second place with 4. And
Woo!
Jenny, still got a chance to make this -4.
Woo!
Jenny, I want to see you win. I want to see you win.
That all you have to do is tank harder, buddy. Go for it. Free
I'll
yourself.
Doug,
try. Yes.
would you like a movie from 1974 or 1981?
Let's go on the razor's edge of my lifetime and go 1981.
1947.
81 for 5 points.
Hockey.
5 points. And this is one of the weirdest clues I think I've ever read. I'm dead serious when I say this. It does not show her breasts. It shows her tank top, and it is brief.
What?
I don't know if they missed. I don't know if they forgot to put the other half of that clue in.
I think I've seen this porno aired on USA.
If I had to take an educated guess, they were responding to another warning, and that warning got deleted.
And remember, this 1981 in violence and gore for 4 points.
Mhm.
2 men are seen carrying a third man on a stretcher, and the man is bloody and several cuts. Not too violent and quite brief. No? Okay. For 3 points, alcohol, drugs, and smoking,
no.
multiple instances of cigarette smoking.
You said there's a woman in it. It must be The Thing.
No, that's the one movie that doesn't have a woman in it.
Oh,
I want to see Nick lose some points. So
Yeah, I don't think I'm right on this year. Blade Runner?
It is not Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Nice guess, though. Good guess.
think thick.
A
For
lot of cigarettes in that movie.
2 points, there's a lot of cigarettes in this movie, too. For 2 points, Maggie is run over and killed by Duke near the end of the movie. There's a shot of her on the ground with blood gushing out of her stomach. She is covered in blood and laying in a pool of blood. Very intense.
Well,
might be disturbing for some viewers.
I feel like if you don't know it now, we don't know it.
said Maggie was
Maggie.
by Duke.
Run over and killed by the Duke.
Is that the dog with
By
the
the
beans?
Duke?
Man, roll Beethoven into differently for me. What the heck?
1981.
They make a Cinderella that year.
It did.
It's the one with Whitney Houston.
Tale as old as time.
All right, for 1 point. Violence and gore. Snake fights Slag, a large bad guy in an arena death match. They both fight with weapons, and the final round ends when Snake buries a club with nails in it in the back of Slag's head, killing him. No blood or gore is seen.
I don't want to give this. Yeah.
Doug,
Roadhouse.
Did Escape from New York.
Josh,
Escape from New York.
Nick.
Escape from New York.
It is the excellent Escape from New York.
I love how
Wow.
dejected Nick sounds.
It was either that or Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah.
No!
Now, you're not going to believe this. There's actually a tie at first place, a three-way tie at first place with 5 points apiece. Nick, Pick, and Doug. Jenny, still got room to make this up.
This is for
Right,
you, Jenny's
which
mom.
beer are you all voting for? Which beer is going to win this?
Absolutely.
All
I'm
right, for,
hoping Jenny's beer.
Jenny, would you like a movie from 87 or 76?
They're both meaningless options. Okay, let's go 87.
87. 87 on profanity for 5 points. 7 uses of fuck, 6 uses of shit, 3 uses of goddamn, and some uses of ass, bitch, hell, and damn.
Somebody actually counted. I love it.
Yep. Nick,
RoboCop.
Pick. Pick.
RoboCop. RoboCop.
It is not RoboCop.
How many
I think
instances of
that was
I'll buy
80,
that
I
for a
think that was
dollar?
86.
Yeah.
For 4 points. And alcohol, drugs, and smoking. The main hero smokes a cigar at the beginning. A man makes a snide remark to a large muscular man about being deaf from steroid use. The same muscular man jokes about having to score some steroids later in the film. Anybody? Anybody else? No? Nick? Oh, Jenny.
It's the Terminator.
Nick.
Predator.
Pick.
I was gonna say it at the 5-point clue, and I'm stupid. It's Predator.
It is not Terminator, and it is not Predator.
It is not.
What?
Yep.
Hmm.
I don't like that.
Doug, you're doing great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
congrats, Doug.
Violence and
Not
gore
saying anything.
for 3 points. There is a large final shootout, and several people die, most bloodlessly.
87.
87. Pick.
What's the punctuation on that sentence? Because die most bloodlessly sounds like a great band.
The Running Man.
3 points. It is The Running Man.
Wow.
We're just going to keep going through Schwarzenegger until we find it.
Wow. The Running Man. I could have sworn there was more blood in
Yeah.
Running Man.
Yep. There's more blood in Running Man, but just not in the final shootout.
Oh, the final shootout. Okay.
Sex and nudity. A choreographed dance scene takes place in which many sweaty female dancers in tight revealing outfits are seen. One dancer seen stroking her butt and thigh. Lots of leg spreading and close-up of the women's crotches. And violence and gore
Man,
for
what
1 point. A man's head explodes after its explosive color detonates, seen from a distance, but very gruesome.
That would have been a great giveaway.
What a year for Schwarzenegger.
I know, huh?
You know, it
All right.
is-
Yeah, all these movies probably came out that year.
Pick.
Well, that and Predator, I think.
Pick. Would you like 1984 or
Yeah.
1977?
84.
I think. Let me just double check that.
Well, I already
84?
did Star 84.
84. All right, sex and nudity for 5 points. Oh, scores. Pick, you're in first. 6, Doug 5, Nick 3, Jenny -5.
Coming for you, Pick.
I believe in you, Jenny.
1984, sex and nudity. The main character tries to get a woman to give him a blowjob, but she doesn't. Pick.
I know it's not right, but I think it's the right year, and it'd be funny. The Last Starfighter. I know it's not that. It's not a real guess, but you can take away a point because it's funny.
Take away a point because it's funny.
But I know that it is not The Last Starfighter.
So for 4 points in profanity, about 70 F words.
Yeah. It's The Last Starfighter. Oh man.
I'm sorry, but if I was a teenage kid who suddenly found himself in a starfighter, I'd be saying fuck a lot.
Yeah.
Very good point.
That is a very good point.
All right, for
Man.
3 points in alcohol, drugs, and smoking, the main characters all snort cocaine and speed several times during the movie.
What was the 5-point clue? Oh, it doesn't matter.
The main character tries to get a woman to give him a blowjob, but she doesn't.
Yeah.
Nick.
I'm going to do it just to do it. Is this the movie 1984?
It is not the movie 1984, which
Uh,
didn't come out in 1984.
I think it did come out in 1984.
Did it?
The remake of it did.
Mhm.
For fighting intense scenes for 2 points. When the FBI are circling the Malibu, Bud gets out and waves his gun, and the FBI kills him long range. Blood is seen all over his chest.
I'm sorry, who?
When the FBI are circling the Malibu, Bud gets out and waves his gun, and the FBI kills him long range. Blood is seen all over his chest.
Bud gets out. Okay.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Huh.
For 1 point, frightening intense scenes. At the very start of the movie, a police officer opens the Malibu trunk and gets vaporized, leaving only his steaming boots. This also happens to a few other minor characters in the movie. Not graphic, but surprising.
I'm just not getting it.
Wow.
I'm gonna hate myself.
Yeah.
That movie was the 1984 Emilio Estevez classic, Repo Man.
Oh, I really hate myself.
Oh,
I really
heck.
do.
Of course it is.
Oh my God, I really hate myself. There was nothing about a floating car at the end. There was nothing about like,
No, I said Malibu twice.
oh, that should have been given.
Yeah.
I said, yeah,
Nissan
trunk twice.
Malibu.
All right, we'll move on to
I've
the
only
scores
seen it
of
once in my
scores are
travels.
now Pick and Doug at 5, Nick at 2, Jenny at -5.
Oh, you're
I
taking
think
a
this is
poke.
where I go.
Nick,
Go ahead.
Come join me at the shallow end of the pool.
I got
I
it.
think
Josh
this-
hates picking gettable answers.
I think this is where I go ahead because Josh looks
So-
like he's about to take a nap.
It's the last round,
Yeah.
everybody. Last round, last 4 clues.
Really?
So yeah,
4 more.
4 more. So for
4 more
Nick.
rounds.
Nick, would you like a movie from 1986 or 1984?
Let's go back to 84. Let's try again.
All right. 84, Sex and Nudity. For
And I
5
assume
points.
it's not 1984 because you said you don't think it's 1984.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. I can tell you. I
Just
can honestly
sharing
tell you
that
it's-
information with everyone else.
It is not 1984.
So
There are
dis-
two
No, I
scenes-
picked 1984 though.
so disappointed you didn't pick 86. But
There are 2 scenes where it shows fully clothed couple in bed, implying they just had sex.
But the hard way.
Yeah.
Fully clothed.
oh, you mean the movie with Michael J. Fox? What?
Back to the Future?
No, the hard way with James.
Oh, the hard way, yes.
The Frighteners.
For 4 points, violence and gore. Several characters are sadistic. While not super involved or gory, their demeanor is vulgar.
What? Some characters.
1984.
4.
All right, 3 points.
Okay.
The main villain frightening and intense scenes. The main villain takes pleasure in sexually and violently tormenting his male slaves. Nothing as graphic as shown on screen. It's more of an idea that is implied. Many may find it disturbing to watch.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Jenny.
Caligula.
Sci-fi Caligula.
As far as I know, the only time this book was ever adapted into a movie, Dune.
Jenny, it is not Caligula. Nick,
Caligula in
it is
space.
Dune.
Whoa!
I always think-
yes.
I always think Dune is 83, but it's not. It's 84.
Nope, it's 80.
And
Oh,
the other
it's
2
84.
clues, were violence and gore. For 2 points, a character pulls the life plug of a prisoner, causing him to bleed to death. Blood pours from the wound. The aggressor takes sadistic pleasure in the death. And for 1 point, another one of my favorite clues that I've ever read, just because of the final statement. Frightening and intense scenes, eccentric visuals, machines, character design, and giant worms may be off-putting. A character has pustules and other sickly gross features. The tone could be dark and confusing for younger kids.
Not for me though. I'm a full-grown adult. Nothing about Dune was confusing at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna show my 5-year-old daughter Dune.
She might be confused.
She
By
might
the
be
worms.
confused. So
Hey,
Nick,
you know what? Right after that, show her Never-Ending Story just to truly traumatize her.
Our tax. So Nick, now that 3-point answer for you
Mhm.
brought us back to a 3-way tie.
Jenny, you got to get up here. It feels great.
The water's fine. It's like warm enough that like I think Nick peed in it, but it's
Yeah,
okay.
it
I
seems
did.
competitive. I really pick last. I like his lighting a lot though, because it looks like it's like the lighting that I put on my plants to make them photosynthesize.
I'm
Like,
trying my best here.
Mama needs females to get high. Like
Oh, I don't even grow good plants. I'm germinating banana seeds right now, actually. I live in New England. I'm just here for the weird shit.
I think we all live in New England, so you're
Not
amongst
me.
friends.
True.
Meanwhile, Josh Pick just looks like he's from the inside of a lava lamp.
I just
What?
think pink lighting is really stylish.
I
Thank
we
you.
just
Pick,
hear
look,
him.
Pick looks like the after effects of a fish show.
What?
I think Josh Pick is the after effect of a fish show.
When you mean like an aquarium, a fish show?
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
Like when you see the dolphins down at the aquarium at SeaWorld or whatever, and you're like, man, that
My
fish
favorite
show was
thing
a
is
real
whenever-
trip, dude.
Whenever Pick takes center stage on the podcast, my vestige just turns purple, like Violet from friggin' Willy Wonka.
I just love the idea of that.
Well, I
there's a
don't do
dolphin-
drugs.
I just love the idea that there's a dolphin show that just goes on for 3.5 hours, just for no rhyme or reason. Just dolphins jumping.
Dolphins can last for a while.
By the way, who won?
What was
We
that?
still have 3 movies.
There's 3
Oh,
movies
we
left.
still have more movies.
Goodness gracious.
You're in first place, Pick.
Yeah, but I'm the funny drug reference one here. Yeah, okay. All right, Doug. You know what? You're like when people do heroin and they can't think good.
You look like a drug ad in the 90s.
You're smoking
The
weed
wizard.
right
Filming
now.
it right now to be released in the past. I
I'm
love
just gonna
it.
let this go.
No, really, bring
I've
it back
never-
on in frame. It's like
That's
he's like a wizard in his mana. I love this.
Seriously.
It's very
It's how
again, we're back
he
to the Frazetta aesthetic, and I'm
he's
here
good.
for it.
It's how
I'm
he
very-
connects with the Force to get him Funyuns.
No, I get. Well, I shouldn't. I should say it.
Jenny, has your mother turned off the show yet?
God, she must have. Mom, if you text me if you're watching this. I was late tonight because I was talking to LC. So I know LC was watching, and they were like, "Yeah, I'll probably watch for a little bit." And like, God help you. I hope you logged off by now and done watching this.
Oh, that makes you feel good.
Come back for the rest of the game. I just, we're unruly.
So, Doug,
This is my
Yes.
lightsaber.
would you like a movie from 1979 or 1981?
You know what? Let's go the other end of my birth year. The actual one, 1979, because let's make it all
1979.
about me.
For 5 points, sex and nudity. There's a kissing scene at the beginning of the movie. However, it is very brief and at a distance. Nothing much is shown.
The kissed at a distance.
Yep.
Okay,
That's what they
very
did.
well.
Like my friend,
Distance.
even though we are at war.
Number
I'm at this-
4 points, violence and gore. Only violent part in this entire movie is a mild car crash at the very beginning.
Jumanji.
Car crash.
Stuart Little.
And
Oh.
just to follow up on that with a 3-point
Mhm,
clue in
mhm.
violence and gore, the film has shockingly violent scenes, but mostly minimal. But are mostly minimal and no graphic details are visually included.
Don't know. Shut up.
For 2 points. Violence and gore. Main character's arm is run over by a motorcycle. Happens quick and there are no details. Although he grunts in pain briefly.
Oh, I would too.
Because that's how you react to losing an appendage.
Just
Well,
briefly
listen,
though.
I missed it. My mom was texting me to say that she's still watching this shit.
Hi, Jenny's mom.
1979.
I'm
Main
sorry.
character's arm is run over by a motorcycle. It happens quick and there are no details, although the grunts in pain briefly. Jenny.
Mad Max.
Jenny, you get 2 points for Mad Max.
Hell yes.
I
This is-
really thought that I had seen like sci-fi movies. I thought I was like good at this until here, but I realized I'm good at watching them, but not good at remembering them. So I've seen a lot of movies. I'm not going to be able to tell you what happened.
I'm voting Jenny over Nick.
The
That's
1
it.
point clue. Frightening, intense scenes. A mother and a baby are run over by a motorcycle gang. Not shown on screen, but maybe upsetting to some viewers. I'll tell you an honest little story about this, about the Mad Max thing.
It was upsetting to you.
It was not upsetting to me. They killed his dog, and I was like, get those fuckers.
Yep. I'm sorry, John Wick was based on your life. What?
All right, 2 clues left. We've still got a tie up at the front. Still got a 3-way tie at 5 points with
Good.
Pick, Doug, and Nick.
No, I got that
Jenny-
one. I'm tied up now too.
Jenny's
You're
tied at
in the
negative
lead,
3.
Jenny.
Yep.
Jenny's tied at -3.
Listen, everything else was different. Maybe now it's golf and you want the lowest score. I don't know. You changed the whole format. Let's
I
do
didn't change
that
the
way.
format that much.
Throw the shit into a tizzy, Josh. Keep it up. Both of you.
All right,
Hey,
Jenny,
Yes.
would you like a film from 1979 or 1985?
For a minute, I thought you were only giving me the one option. That would be really
Would you
funny.
like a movie from 1979, Jenny? Yes,
Yes.
or no?
do it.
1979?
1979 sounds
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
All right, 1979, Sex and Nudity. A poster of a woman in a skimpy uniform is shown several times throughout. Pick.
Alien?
Break the. Holy shit, Pick.
I was gonna say Alien 2. God damn it.
That just puts you way in the lead.
I'm so bummed. That was literally the only movie for
Mhm.
this that I looked up what year it was. I forgot the rest. I just started
Fun
reading stuff.
fact about that's the second time I've gotten Alien and a 5-point clue. It was a different one though. The last one was where how it opens about a locker, but the locker does include a scantily clad woman.
Wow.
Alien rips. I've seen it 1,000 times.
This is a great
Yeah.
movie.
It really does.
Violence and
Maybe
gore.
maybe my favorite. Maybe
Yeah.
my favorite movie of all time.
You psyched me out by guessing so quickly.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, no, I'll wait
Wow.
for the next one. He's gonna get it wrong.
Maybe I should have gone with a different clue for 5 points, but 4 points, the character's killed off screen, but their scream is heard. 3 points, the crew members
No,
smoke
that
cigarettes.
can't be Alien. Nobody can
The-
hear them
the-
scream.
The crew members, the crew members smoke cigarettes and drink canned beer. Alcohol, drugs, and smoking. Frightening and intense. 2 points. The main characters are in mortal danger for a large portion of the film.
Oh, Jesus.
And sex and nudity. I love this. This is another one of these great ones that I just love these ones. Towards the end of the movie, Ripley takes her jumpsuit off. She's seen in a short tank top and very tiny panties. Her nipples are noticeably erect and poke through her top. Her panties are very low on her hips, revealing a large amount of her pelvic area. The top of her butt and her butt crack are seen a few times when she bends over. Her midriff is also visible. She's in underwear for at least 10 minutes. While she is undressed for a long time, it's not sexual.
Subscribe to my Patreon for chapter 2.
Yeah, that content warning needs a content warning.
It definitely does. I feel offended by that statement.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I just love this.
It's-
It's not sexual.
It's not sexual, but I
It's
managed.
not sexual. Why do I have a boner?
I made it work.
All right. Last. Well, now we got a pick is in 10 point. So 10 point pick for the lead. Still can't catch up, Nick and Doug. You got to get the first clue, or Pick has to start guessing side house rules for everything.
Let's go.
That was a revolutionary strategy.
Jenny,
Mac and me.
good job.
Yeah, I was gonna say that before. And I should have busted that
All right.
gem out early.
Pick.
Yeah.
Would you like a movie from 1971 or 1986?
71.
71. The earliest movie I have on this list. A woman is seen dancing naked, stylized. She's a rudimentary hologram. A man is implied to masturbate while watching it, using a piece of technology presumably attached to his penis, but nothing critical is shown. It's 5 points for sex and nudity. Jenny,
Overdrawn at the memory bank.
it is not that.
Damn.
It's not the Raul Julia classic Overdrawn at the memory bank.
Raul Julia
What's that?
masturbates in a movie?
That's a good guess.
Yeah, very good guess.
That might be the
I have
best
seen
guess
some
in this
movies.
show.
That might be the what?
I can't believe fucking Pick's gonna beat me.
Quote of the show. That should be used in the intro.
For 4 points, a man is prodded with poles and shocked in violence and gore.
I'm sorry. What was the first half of the What was
A man is prodded
what
with
and-
poles and shocked. Nick,
Gonna try one more time. Is this one Logan's Run?
It is not Logan's Run.
Can it be?
It can be. Jenny,
no, it's
Jenny,
too late.
just give me the answer.
Is it Clockwork Orange?
It is not Clockwork Orange.
Sci-fi classic Clockwork Orange.
3 points. Fighting in 10 scenes. A man has his body controlled by remote operators briefly, but he begins to convulse.
71.
Yep.
Yep.
Controlled by remote operators briefly.
Yeah, briefly.
Son of a bitch.
All right. I wish Pick had picked the other year.
Yeah, we all do.
Me too.
Jenny,
Inner Space.
-1.
-1.
Wait, I want to double back on something that Pick just said because I swear to God, did you say that Clockwork or were you implying Clockwork Orange is not sci-fi? It's a fiction of science.
That's a little weird.
It's extremely fictional science. There's science happens in it, and it's not real. Turns out.
Yeah, it is more sci-fi than fucking Star Wars.
I mean,
Look,
now it is because
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
I hate both.
Don't hate
There's
the
a
player,
nice
hate the guest
70s
host.
psychologist.
You can hate
Alcohol.
the guest host and the player.
I'm so happy you're hosting the last episode of this show, Josh.
For 2 points in alcohol, drugs, and smoking. The film depicts a society controlled mostly by drugs provided by the state, but they are not hallucinogens, but mind-controlling ones.
Oh.
Doug,
This
Nick,
is
let's go with Nick first.
Okay.
No, I disagree with what I'm about to guess, but is this Soylent Green?
It is not Silent Green. Oh, sorry, I forgot to guess. I forgot to get Doug's guess. But Doug,
Yeah.
guess.
Doug, can you go and guess Soylent Green as well?
No, I'm gonna guess THX 1138.
For 2 points, it is THX 1138.
Wow!
Damn it.
Wow!
That's great. I was hoping you'd say that because I've never actually seen it, but I have a related story. I've been there. I've been to that place. I've never actually seen the movie, but I had to go on this business trip to what is that stupid place in California called? Worst town in California.
Los
I hated
Angeles.
seeing every second of it. No, it's not. It's
Every town in
Bakersfield.
California, you mean?
North Bay. It's like
North Hollywood.
Bakersfield?
It's the worst.
Pasadena.
Greg.
What
Doesn't
other
matter.
town
The
has a
important
5-year
part
pink
is-
rap?
Barstow.
That building, I had to go to the building where they shot that for work. Talk about like lighting fixtures, which was real bullshit, and I did not care at all. But I got to take pictures on every step of that property. It was the coolest shit ever,
It is cool.
and it really looks like that. It still
Wow.
looks like they did not. It's a municipal building, so they have put $0 into it. Like,
Wow.
everything is the same. The fonts on the signage are still like the early 70s. Oh, it is.
That's amazing.
The 1 point clue in Sex and Nudity, given that this was the director's first film and what his later work would become, the sex and nudity in this film could be a shock to children who are looking for more of his work.
I've only seen that movie once.
I'm just glad that you included a sci-fi movie that George Lucas directed.
Nick,
I
I
was
swear to
so
God,
annoyed
buddy.
that Josh didn't pick 1986 because I wanted their chance for it to be Transformers the movie. But you ruined that for me, Josh.
It wasn't Transformers the movie.
It wasn't? Oh.
It wasn't. It did involve trucks.
Oh. Mm.
Oh,
Don't
is
tease
it
me.
Maximum Overdrive?
It was
Don't
Maximum
tease-
Overdrive.
Maximum Overdrive, yeah. Well,
I
you
should have
tease
chosen
me.
86. That's the is that the last round?
That was the last round, yeah.
Yeah.
You won.
Oh.
You
You're
won.
going to
Pick.
blame
Oh.
both Josh. Does that mean Josh still won?
Yep.
Pick, you won with 10 points. Doug, you came in second with 7. Nick, 4. Jenny, respectable -6.
It's good to
Nick,
know
you
that the
made-
homeless
you made a-
side of the
you made a
force
great
has
game.
won.
Yeah.
Hear it for the
That's
homeless
great.
side of the force, everybody. Josh Pick.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi if he just actually gave up.
See, the funniest thing about all this is that when I picked the movies that I picked, you actually named at least 6 of them that I had picked that I didn't use.
Yeah, there's
Me?
only so many movies that
yeah.
came out in those 2 decades.
But it was just funny
Oh.
to hear like Flight of the Navigator, hear Enemy Mine. Here.
Yeah.
Like Nick knows that when I picked to be on the show, that I was
I
going to
really-
Transformers the movie.
I
Eventually.
really want to hear the clues for Maximum Overdrive.
All right, I'll give you the clues for Maximum Overdrive. I got no problem with that. Real quick. 19 F-bombs and derivatives. Motherfucker, fuckface, fuckarama, etc. 14 uses of shit and derivatives.
Hold on. It's
shithead.
Maximum Overdrive. Give me the 5
Yes, it is.
points.
Yes, 5 points.
Oh, good job, Nick.
Nick, you got 9 points. You still lose.
Yeah.
Nick, what a wild web you've weaved for yourself here.
No, this episode never happened. I'm going to go delete it.
Yeah.
Oh, this
How
is going to
many
be the
lost
lost
episodes am I going to be in?
The second
there's a-
lost episode.
Yeah, I'm in the other one, so it makes sense that this would be also one
I
of them.
think you pronounced the last episode wrong.
Yeah.
You
The
No,
lost
it's the
last
same.
episode.
Same
I'm
thing.
really looking forward to the spin-off series, though.
Yeah, I'm taking this whole new another direction. I'm going off
It's
my
gonna
own.
be a new game. Tech's gonna get a sitcom. There's a lot of branches coming off of this.
Yeah, I'm starting my
You know
own
what?
There's a lot
show.
of meat on these
Can
bones.
I suggest an idea for a YouTube video game that it's just essentially both Josh Poirier and Josh Pick just guest star on the same shows over and over and over again to see if they can get them canceled.
Well, I'll tell you something. We've been on like 13 shows together. This is still going.
I'll get us canceled, buddy. I'll get us canceled in like 4 seconds.
Really hope you don't.
Can you
No,
mute him?
no.
Can you mute him immediately?
Wait, Nick, are we on Twitch?
We are not on Twitch.
Oh, thank God, because there's
Oh,
certainly.
it was just,
All right, so
I
that
was
was the
just
show,
gonna say,
everybody.
I think you
use
need to
that.
be getting something to be canceled, don't you?
Yeah, that's the
You're
Rob
not
Green
canceled.
joke.
You're just
The
an
final-
asshole.
The final scores stand as Pick at 10 points, Nick at 9 points, Doug at 7,
He does
Denny at
not have
negative
9
6.
points. He has 4
Hater.
points. Though 9 is funnier. Oh man. That's
Thank you
great.
all for playing along with me. I apologize that I didn't do real sci-fi, Nick.
Supposed to be my 20th loss.
I guess let's go through and see what everybody's doing. Doug, what you got going on?
The only thing I got going on, other than playing my own weird D&D campaigns with other improvisers, is I'm doing a show at Red Nun next month on the 23rd in the Cape. That's hosted by AJ Haypenny. Super fun show.
Nice. Jenny, where can we find you?
Exclusively at home. I'm a hermit, but so that's really cool and true. But you can also find me on Instagram at cigarette.sandwich, where I draw some weird shit or make sculptures. I don't know. I'm not doing anything right now, so give me a cameo on your Zoom thing. Well, that's all I got going on. Really
Pick,
cool.
what are you doing?
You come hang out with me and Rob Crean at the Midway open mic every Sunday at 9 p.m. We go to like 1,000,000 o'clock. It's it sure is a thing, a choice that I've made in my life. Well, that's fun. You should come there and watch brain decay in real time. You should go to the model open mic too, because that's a good one. Probably shows around that I'll be on, who cares? But May 4th, we'll be running body negativity again. The first time
He's coming back.
since it is at Broadway Comedy Club in New York. We're gonna run it there. So if you're in New York in early May, you could probably watch a comedian die on stage, because it's all a lot of really fat, angry people.
The comics or the audience?
Probably both.
New York?
Yeah, I'm gonna guess it's gonna be if there was a Venn diagram, that'd be the big part of the diagram.
I should be on that stage. I'm sweating right now.
Hell yeah. And that's probably fine.
Why is my left arm numb? I smell bread.
Because you're living right. You're doing good choices.
I guess I'll just hit myself.
Toast.
I'll hit myself up. We'll be doing something in April. I'm not sure the date yet, but it's going to be Shaky Premises coming back. It's going to be a big benefit for Parkinson's relief, Parkinson's research and everything like that. We're actually going to do a version of this show because Nick, I am going to host another version of this show.
Oh, you're hosting it too.
Well, you said I was the only one who could do it.
No, I said you're the only one who can announce what the.
I'm the only one who can announce it. You can host it. You can host it. You can host it.
No, you can host it. I'll be happy to.
But it's actors and actresses with Parkinson's.
Oh, awesome!
So we'll see some of that. I mean, it's going to be more than just Michael J. Fox. Also getting a bunch of other comedians together to do some stuff just to make a couple hours out of it. A big benefit show. I'm trying to raise some money for Parkinson's research, which is near and dear to my heart. And thank you again, Nick, for letting me host the show. And I appreciate everything you do. And please don't cancel me.
Josh, in all seriousness, thank you so much for doing this. This was a ton of fun.
You're so welcome, Nick.
I'm so happy you won. I'm so happy that I got to see how you played this game when you give a shit. It was nice.
Josh Poirier, I want to thank you for being my favorite Josh on the show.
That's okay.
That's funny because Pick's my favorite Josh on the show.
Hey.
I think I'm going to stop with Josh's for a little bit.
I hope someday there's a Doug on the show.
But thank you.
Wait, what?
I still think we can do that Tyler versus Josh's show.
Yeah.
I can put something together. Maybe I'll put something together next month. We'll have to plan something. But Poirier, again, thank you so much for running this.
No worries. Howie's happy to do it.
And thank you again, Doug Fitzgerald, Jenny Isme, Josh Pick, Josh Poirier. Of course, please look out for Shaky Premises. That's going to be great. I'm Nick Martucci. You can find me on all social media at Blundering Idiom. Find the show on Facebook, search Inappropriate Movie Database, or click the link in the description. Like I said, we're here Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern, Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Next show, we're doing colorful movies next Monday. That's movies with colors in the title. A real easy one to figure out. Lloyd is going to be on that show, as well as Liz Esty and Carrie Coughlin. It's going to be a lot of fun. Please look out for that. Also, look out for this show. I'm going to be posting the March dates coming up. So if you're watching this, if you've never been on, or if you've been on and haven't been on in a while, reach out. I want to put you on the show. I love having new people on this show. I love that I get to keep doing this show. I love you all. This has been so great, so fun. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, do whatever YouTubers tell you to do.
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button, hit the notification.
Yeah, so you can be notified when new videos hit the channel. I've heard people say that before. Thank you so much, everybody. And if it's nighttime, good night.